When I say somebody was caught cheating, you might think, oh, Jay-Z, Ben Affleck, Tiger Woods. Well, no, this is a gaming channel, so we're talking about something that's more realistic. Cheating in the gaming community. Before I really get into this video, I do want to make it clear that just because I've shown their tweet doesn't necessarily mean that I hate them or wish them harm. Why would I do that? Typically means that I don't agree with the point of view that they have or their opinion, which is fine. So that's just a heads up. Now, if you guys are in the COD sniping community, yesterday you guys have probably saw this whole big blow up. It starts with Archie tweeting, LOL, just watched a known person cheat on Cold War. How sad. I mean, this got my curiosity. You know I was up in there sounding like an owl. Who, I want to know. Now, later on into the tweet and some other people's replies, he mentions how he was watching a streamer's stream. This streamer was Wolf MST. Now, they were playing against this streamer, so it's not like they were all partied up together. From what I understand, there was just a best play, and whoever was caught in the best play made it pretty obvious, you know? But originally, Archie didn't mention any names until later on in a different reply where he did say some names. Then KP3, many people in the community know for, he says some out-of-pocket stuff. I think we can all agree with that. Yeah, very extreme out-of-pocket stuff. Anyways, so KP3 replies to this saying, Lamau at me next time. Hey, I guess he was part of it. I don't know what to say. So KP3 replied. Then we have Blessings, who also replied saying, man, leave KP alone. Now, personally, I will go ahead and say this. I don't like Blessings. When I first met him, I was trying to be nice, you know, respectful. Then later on, I found out that he did some things to some of my friends. Basically, he threatened a friend of mine who at the time was a minor. And then, not to mention, he was trying to ruin a good friend of mine's reputation by saying that he was dating a minor when clearly that was not the situation. Really? Now that is weird and gross. That's why I just don't like him. That's a personal opinion, just letting you guys know. So now insert XO Envy decides to include herself in this conversation and put a tweet that I think shocked many, including myself. She tweeted, I haven't streamed in over 2 months. Haven't really been playing the game either. I don't have to cheat. I chose to cheat. There's a difference. I don't know whose stream you were watching, but if it's who I think, their entire team was cheating. Wow. Like she tweeted that publicly. Now this was a very surprising tweet to see from her. Personally, I kind of lost a little bit of respect for her, which is kind of tough to say because she was one of the first people that I met in the COD sniping community. She was actually a part of my first team for the first sniping tournament that I ever did in COD. So like that team has a little special place in my heart, you know, because if it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't be in the community. But after this had me shook. Anyways, I think it was already kind of common knowledge that KB3 was cheating, but now Envy is. I think a lot of people are more surprised about that rather than, I mean, KP3 was always known to cheat. I mean, he streams with his cheats on. But Envy, I personally just didn't see that one coming. What is interesting is that about a month ago, I received a DM on Discord saying, so I didn't have any proof and I didn't want to make any accusations, but a while ago, I was pretty sure Envy was walling because I went up against her and had suspicions. I just come across this when I searched her up on TikTok to see if she's still making content because she is cheating. You can see that they had sent me a little video from TikTok that says exposing cheaters in the sniping community. This video is 1 out of 2. At the time, I will say that I did ignore the DM and I chose to kind of like, it's not Envy, you know. I don't think she would ever cheat. I mean, I guess after yesterday, she confirmed it, so I guess she is cheating. Anyways, I went on this person's TikTok account. Their name is @twin, but I brought up some of their TikToks and I thought that I would share them with you guys. We could watch them together and, you know, tell me what you guys think out of these TikToks literally in the comments below. Because, look, personally, I'm really bad when it comes to finding out who's a cheater and who's not. Like, I'm not the best. I always assume, oh, it's, you know, their game sense or something like that. So, personally, I would need a little bit of help. I'm going to show Envy's video and then I'm going to show KP3's video. Why? Because why not?
Exposing cheaters in the sniping com. I'm posting this to call out to people individually for cheating. Now tell me, Zoenby, did you really think Codename would hide you from everyone? Here's the first time I found you being sus. I have ninja, didn't slide, jump, or shoot. In fact, there's no indication of me being there, but you happen to know I'm there before I turn the corner. Now this one could just be straight coincidence. But can you explain this next clip? Why are you staring at the wall and not the doorway? Oh, that's why. Now this last clip had me convinced and you cannot tell me otherwise. Still looking at walls for some reason. Now this kill wasn't sketched because the player was tagged on radar. But now tell me this. Here after being sketched out, I was waiting for you to push the doorway to the right of your spawn to then see this in my kill cam. Why are you not only looking but shooting at some random spot on the map where I am at, with no radar indications? You claimed to tell me I was on field Mick but didn't even get your first Mick till after all this in just the first 50-ish points of the game. Make that make sense. And this is not to mention the player you were partied with while all this going on, which will be posted in PT2.
I forgot to mention this earlier. I believe Envy and KP3 have been partied up with each other, KP3 being a cheater. You know, some of the things kind of just add together. Now here's KP3's video.
Now I was going to make a bigger video on her party member, this clown at Prinks a Cuban KP3. But I decided it's not worth the time. His interactions on Twitter basically show everything anyone needs to know on this user. But here is a summary of everything. It's clear and obvious this person is cheating in the footage by just shooting so many people through walls and knowing where everyone is at. But here is both perspectives of KP3 and I. Killed my party member Slur, and this was his reaction to it.
Wait! Nigga, you're, oh my god!
What
He
the
didn't even
fuck?
try to hide it!
Victory's close.
Is it that TPF
Now here's mine. His radar had already run out, so there's no indication on me being where I was.
My plane has been destroyed.
He didn't even try to hide it!
Assim,
Yeah,
assim,
see, you're not even trying to hide it. You're so obvious.
You say that this user is you, but if you look here in the kill cam, you can see that the username is. He had also posted a clip on his timeline a day prior with the same username being used as well as him clearly using aimbot. Now I'm over the fact that you cheat, but what I'm not over is the fact you lie to everyone and proceed to lie more and more when you're shown evidence. Make that make sense.
I'm probably gonna get copyrighted with that music, but whatever. Besides the point, it just seems very clear that originally they were lying about not cheating, and now they are pretty blatant with it. So there were some comments on this TikToker's, video, but I only snipped two because, I mean, I'm very good at what I do. Anyways, I stopped playing because of them type of people. Thank you, LMFAO. This dude 100% has walls. I have an audio clip of somewhere of him admitting he walls against me, my friend, because it's good content. I will unpack all of that a little bit later, okay? We're just letting that cook and simmer for a little bit. Now, in Archie's original tweet, there was a lot of people who had mixed, reviews, some of them being like, curse them cheaters, and some people were like, who cares? But there were some tweets that were out there that were like, if you're grinding for a team, you're making drama, no team wants drama, blah, blah, blah. Would I call it drama, though? Personally, I would not. I'll call it telling the truth, something that these people had failed to do previously, and I hate to really, I really liked Envy. I mean, I've had Envy in my TikToks before. I really did look up to her, and just knowing that she cheats, she's choosing to cheat. kind of sucks, man. I don't know. Anyways, Archie replies to those tweets with a point that I think a lot of content creators, including myself, would agree with, saying, let it be known, if I voice how I feel over cheats or cheaters and I can't get into a team or org because of it, I genuinely don't want to be a part of that team. Cheats are gross. I don't care what it's for. If you support people that cheat, that's just as weird. Honestly, I agree. There was an argument with some people saying that, at least KP3 is being entertaining while he's cheating, all of this stuff. Even the argument like, oh, have you not cheated in a Sims game before? Have you not used a Black Ops 2 transit glitch cheat where you would have unlimited ammo for the rest of the game? Like, here's the thing. When you cheat in a private game or with your friends and it's only affecting you guys, not like a public game, that is different. If you're in a public game and you're doing something as harmless as, I don't know, changing your character model to like Big E Cheese or something, like that's somewhat funny. No harm, no foul, But here's the thing. You are publicly cheating. You're using aimbot, you're using walls, and then you go on Twitter, and then you kind of flaunt it. Some people who are not experts in knowing when you're cheating, like me, are like, oh my gosh, this person is astronomically tapped. But I kind of got ahead of myself. So I agree with his tweet. I think it's very important to align yourself with a team or an org that shares the same morals as you. As long as it's the truth and there's enough evidence out there to support your claims, I don't see the harm in it. Let's go back to the original tweet. So with Archie's original tweet, there were some replies that I wanted to share with you guys and kind of share my thoughts. Like I said earlier, just because I'm sharing these tweets doesn't mean that I hate the individual person. These tweets I don't really agree with. Anyways, Jinx, somebody who I've seen around, she seems pretty chill, says, why does it matter who cheats? People are cheating. Maybe don't play the game. Maybe play a different one. Any game you go to will have cheaters. It's time to either leave the community or learn to deal with it. On to the next one. We got Ninja, seen around. He stopped by my streams, showed love and support. Said, bro, it's Cold War. It's a year 4 game. It's dead AF. If you still play it, bro, you could just afford MW2. Like, grow up and STFU and no one cares about your support. Tuka, I still can't even pronounce her name right. Somebody who I've ran into, not only just women's, but just sniping tourneys in general. She's a gunner. She says, it's a 4-year-old game. Literally everyone cheats on that. Like, I get your point, but it's a 4-year-old game. Right. Okay. So the first point is that Cold War is a year 4 game. Well, joke's on you guys. Cold War will be turning 3 November 13th. It's not even 4 years in. It's 2. It's 2 years in, about to be 3. If I'm honest, I didn't even know it was released then. I also thought it was going to be 4 years in. But no, this is not Modern Warfare 2019. Okay. Second point was Cold War is dead. It is real quick yesterday. You could even see it at the bottom right corner of my screen. Look at this. 10:15 or /30. But as you can see, I just searched up Cold War COD. Okay, so it's not maybe doing the same amount of numbers that it used to. It's doing some pretty good numbers. Like we can see. FaZe Jeff played it, 429,000 views. 59,000 views. 7.5 thousand views. Bam, 300 views. Dismo, 395,000. 29,000. Again, Dismo, 375,000. 834,000. I don't know. You get my point. Cold War isn't exactly dead. This kind of ties into another point where it's just play MW2. Here's why I don't agree with that point. When Vanguard came out for the first couple months, everybody was fine with it, and then it died. It happened. Then you got people who are playing Modern Warfare 2019 for a 3rd year in a row. Some players will be playing it for a 4th year in a row. To say that some people are playing Cold War for 3 years in a row is not crazy because, let's be honest, MW 2022 has some mixed reviews. Even though I personally enjoy it, doesn't mean everybody else does. Cold War is doing fine, at least on YouTube. Okay, some people just don't like MW 2022 and prefer Cold War. It is what it is. We're gonna do the exact same thing when next Call of Duty comes out. It happens. Just let people enjoy their game without bashing them. Instead of bashing the players, now I'm not saying you should bash the devs, but you should probably hold the devs more accountable than you are the player. Also, I don't like the whole nobody cares about your support, nobody wants your support. I really don't like that mindset. It just kind of comes across if you're not grateful for the support. And then it kind of makes other people second guess on supporting you. Now, I know that's probably not your intention at all, but just, I would say in the future, be careful wording, personally. Okay, 3rd or 4th, because last one had 2 points. Anyways, why does it matter who cheats? Okay, now, Something that I'll say is that, like, let's say you're cheating, you're a content creator, you are creating an environment that thinks that cheating is okay. Now, as a content creator, somebody who's even played competitive before, cheating sucks, okay? It really genuinely ruins the experience from other players. As you guys have seen, you see people complaining about cheaters in MW 2022, Warzone, stuff like that. Why are you adding on to the problem? Hold people accountable. When you use your cheats to flex and make it look like you're a better player than you are, that's kind of lame. It would be just an entirely different conversation if you were doing something harmless, like I said earlier, turning your character model into Biggie Cheese or Ratatouille. I don't care. That would be different. If you're doing harmless cheats that are making everybody in the lobby laugh, kind of a thing. Cheating to be funny and actually entertaining without harming a player experience versus cheating to cheat. That's a personal opinion. Don't even bring in the argument, you never cheated in Sims. Everybody has cheated in Sims, okay? Okay. So there's a difference between cheating in private in games that only affect yourself versus cheating publicly. Anyways, when you're a content creator and you show your audience that it's okay to cheat, eventually they're gonna start cheating, other people cheat. It creates a domino effect. Hey, if everybody's cheating, why do I cheat? And then everybody's cheating. And then it's spending money on cheats. I don't wanna do that. Okay, not technically me. But the argument would be, I have already spent so much money on this godforsaken game. Why would I spend more money to have cheats? Just have the skills. That's all it is. Or just have the personality. We went on a whole roller coaster right there. I don't even know the number at this point. One of the other points was deal with it, play another game, or even just leave the community. No, I don't think so. Because other games have cheaters. Like at Apex, they're crying about the cheater problem. Rainbow Six Siege, a community that I came from, used to have a huge cheating problem. The only game that I've played that has had such a huge cheating problem in itself was Valorant. Valorant has its own problem in itself, which is smurfing and ranked, which, whatever. It's not the same conversation. Also, why would I leave a community or a game that I genuinely enjoy and have fun with just to go learn and play a different game that I probably won't enjoy as much, that have the same problems with? That's what I think. At the end of the day, you're still ruining other people's experience. You're ruining them having fun. You're ruining even potential content reactions that you could get from those players. And I just would like to say, just because everyone is cheating doesn't make it any better to cheat. Now, I was gonna go with an extreme, like, example of being like, well, if everybody stole, would you steal? But, I mean, that's not, I'm not trying to be extreme as that, but it's just like, just because everybody is doing something wrong doesn't mean that it's right. Everybody's still wrong. It doesn't make it right. What happened to the whole quote of be the change that you want to see? Like, if you're condoning cheating, you're not helping solving the problem. I don't know. You're not holding those people accountable. Just condoning it is just you're part of the problem, in a way, okay? We got somebody pretty well known put his little 2 cents into it, saying, who cares how old it is? Cheating is so lame. LMFAO. And literally everyone cheats on that is the worst excuse. If you can't have fun playing a game without cheating, don't play it. I kind of agree with this. Cheating is just ruining the player's experience. And then, the same people that are like, who cares about cheating? Some of them, not all, but some of them are the same ones. They're saying that cheating is out of control and it's a problem in this game, but yet you're condoning some of the people that were busted yesterday for cheating in a way just weird, in my opinion. Anyways, those were the main points, but I did see some side tweets that I kind of just want to intermingle in here really quick. I was too lazy to just snip and go and paste it into this, but and reference it properly. But I mean, if you guys see the videos and you're the one who tweeted it, feel free to, correct me. I'm just trying to get straight to the point. There was a tweet that was saying we kind of like pick and choose who gets canceled, blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing. If you were caught cheating and you genuinely are trying to change for the better, I do think people deserve a second chance. If you're genuinely being honest and truthful and not cheating, okay? Point in case. Vivid, I think. Unless, he was exposed before and now he doesn't cheat, I think. Vivid, please don't be cheating. This would not age well. I'm telling you right now, please don't be cheating because this would not age well. For another tweet, amongst the lines of, at least I don't play a game to get paid. Look, why are we bashing people and their financial situations? Because at the end of the day, money is how you're gonna survive in this world. Why are you bashing something that so many content creators in the past have fought for? In the sense of so many people have fought to make gaming a realistic career, whether it be, socially, or even within their own families. Who are you to bash them for that and wanting to pursue something that they are passionate about? I don't think you realize like that is a whole tree that you are trying to chop down and bash against, you know? If you think about it, content creators, streamers, pro players, they all play the game through one skill set or another to get paid because money is how we survive. You got content creators or streamers who try to showcase their skills or even their personalities through these games, you know? You got competitive players who spend so many hours playing this game, and if they make it, get really good money. Now, I'm not here to leak salaries or anything like that, but I've been friends with a couple of pro players, okay? Okay. And I will say, if you're really good at a game, your salary range will go from, the least I've seen is $2,000 to $8,000 per month for just being good and playing a game for money. And you're bashing that? They're getting paid handsomely. Some of them are even getting paid more. I know some pro players that double as content creators and getting monetized off of both forms, or it'd be streaming, YouTube, and pro play. They make so much money, okay? But just you belittling it is not the play, especially when you yourself are supporting creators who are doing that in a community for creators who are doing that. It just seems like that tweet was a little tone deaf and you were trying to like flaunt something. Like I do that. I have a passion for gaming. Just seeing somebody tweet that, and you know who you are. Seeing somebody tweet that, bash or belittle, but then at the same time supported me before, that is a very sour taste. And I will say that my opinions on people from this situation have definitely changed, sadly, because I really wanted to see the good in people. I really did. I wanted to, but you're gonna make a public statement like that. You're gonna act the way that you do. I just don't like that. I just don't like that. End of the day, I just don't even like it. At the end of the day, we should just hold people to the same standard. The sniping community is just too big for everybody to hold each other accountable, and that's why I've seen people tweet, this is why I have a smaller circle, because we have friends that hold each other accountable, which is, I think, a great way to go. But then you got the circles where everybody's cheating, and it's just whatever. But just don't condone the cheating. Don't do the cheating. Let the cheaters expose themselves, and yeah. I would also like to say, just as a little food for thought, that if they were willing to cheat in Cold War, chances are they're more than willing to cheat in Modern Warfare 2022. But hey, like I said, that's just food for thought. Anyway, that's all I got covering drama and having other people's name in my mouth. Time is over. I gotta say, side note, I don't care about that mindset of, like, you're gonna say something publicly, of course it's gonna be talked about. I would expect the same thing out of myself. If I said something stupid publicly, I wouldn't be surprised if people were talking about it. At the end of the day, I kind of hope things change. You know, they have a change of heart. Maybe they, stop cheating and all this stuff. I kind of doubt it, but, you're gonna have to have your mind open to things. Yeah, all right. That's it. Bye-bye.